Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. Today's part 7 of my Students and Parents database series of stuff to learn. If you haven't watched parts 1 through 6 yet, go watch those first. Today, we're going to make a nice, easy way for you to add students or add parents while you're in the middle of adding something. You don't want to have to stop and go back, right? Right, you're adding a new student, so you open up your student form. And you put in your new student, right? New guy Smith, and now you got to add the parents. So you got to close this. You got to go back over here. You got to add the parent, then you got to close that and come back over here and blah blah blah. It'd be nice just to be able to drop this down and say, oh, I got to add someone to this list. Well, for that we can use a list items edit form. And yes, I know I've already got a video on list items edit form, but a lot of the times with this kind of stuff, it's helpful to see multiple ways to do things. And I'm going to show you some new tricks and some new tips in this one. So, yeah, I might have covered some of this stuff before, but, practice makes perfect, so you can see it from a different angle. But if you want to learn more about it, go watch this. There's some other stuff in here, too. Usually I find when people see something 2-3 times, it tends to stick better, especially once you practice it yourself, right? So practice makes perfect. Now, the first thing we need is we need a form to be able to edit these people. Now, we already have a parent form, but the parent form is designed like this, with, the subform on it. I don't want to use this as the edit form. You could, but I don't want to. I want a nice continuous list, kind of like my customer list form, right? A list with the IDs, the first name, the last name, maybe the phone number if you want. I don't care. So let's make a nice continuous form with text boxes on it that we can use to edit both our parents and our students. I'll start with the parents. Now, this has already got the data in it, and it's already got the colors and all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to copy parent F. Copy, paste. This will be my parent list form. My parent list form. Now, in the parent list form, I'll delete the subform. Don't need that. I'm going to turn on the header and footer. Right-click, form, header and footer. Remember, we don't use page header and footers in here. Let's make it that purple that we like, right? Let's grab our purple color-ish, kind of from there. Looks good. I'm going to cut those labels off. Control X. Paste them up here in the header. Line these guys up underneath. There's the ID. There's the first name. There's the last name. Right? Line these up over the top of those. Get them right about where they belong. You can make these look pretty. All right, there's first name right there. Maybe we'll make these white so they're easier to see, right? Format, drop that down, go to white. All right, slide that up. These are the parents, so if you want to, we can add I don't think we added the phone number to the parent F, did we? No, we didn't. You can put it on there. That's up to you. Form design, add existing fields, grab the phone number, drop it right there. I'm going to delete that label, slide the phone number up. Right. Sometimes I cheat when it comes to these labels. I've showed you this in a couple of other videos, right? Just put a bunch of spaces in there with phone. Easy enough. Right? Okay. Save it. Close it. Open it up. And looks pretty good. We got to make it a continuous form, right? That's why we're only seeing one record. Design view. Properties. Data. And change single. Not data. Default view to continuous forms. Should be under data. You'd think it'd be under data, right? Okay. I've been doing this for 30 years. You think I'd remember what tab stuff's on. All right, there we go. Looks good. Oh, I don't like that alternating color. Ugh. One of my pet peeves. Get out of here. Okay. So there's our parent list form. This is what we're going to use for our list items edit form. So go to the student F, because here's where we're going to have to add parents, right? Let's make this a little bit bigger. Little bit bigger. There we go. All right. Now, in that subform, where's that parent subform? This guy. Design view. Click on this. Data. You've got allow value list edits. Leave that to yes. And then the list items edit form. This is where you're going to pick that parent list form that we just made. That's the form that's going to be called on to edit the data in this box. Okay, save it, close it. Now if I open up the student form and I've added a new student, new guy Smith, and I go to find his parents, he's not in here. Right, now I can add with the button here, the edit list items. Right, and I can come down here and go Papa Smith. Okay, now when I close this form, you'll see that Papa Smith will now show up in that list, and it makes it much easier to add parents that way. Okay, pretty straightforward. Now I know some of you are going to ask, is it possible to have that value put right back in this box automatically? Yes, it's possible. It does involve some VBA programming, and I'll show how to do it in the extended cut for the members. There's also something called a not in list event, which I do handle in Access Developer 35, where you don't need a list items edit form at all. You can just ask the user for the value and add it to the table behind the scenes. Both of these things involve some programming. But in the extended cut, I'll show you how to do this. Drop this down, open up the list items edit form, put in here Alex Lifeson, close this form, boom, and then he appears right back in there for you automatically. That involves about maybe about 8 to 10 lines of code. Okay? Extended cut if you want to see how to do that. All right, so that's how we can do it with the students and parents. We can go the other way too. We can go to the parent form where we can add a student list. So let's take the student form, copy paste. We'll make a student list F. Basically doing the same thing, right? Design view. Take this guy, delete you, right click, turn on the form header footer, grab these, put them on top, da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da, right? First name, last name, shrink it up, shrink that up. We don't really need a footer. Save it, close it. There's my student list. Oh, forgot one more thing again. Format, continuous forms. Also, if you want these to be sorted, you can put under data here, you can put an order by in here. Get rid of a filter if a filter exists. You can say order by last name, comma, first name, and make sure order by onload is set to yes. Okay, save that. There's my student list. That alternating color gets me every time. These were designed as single forms that I then switched to continuous forms. That's why they got like that. All right, got it there. There's my student list. All right, and now on my student subform, same thing. Click on this guy. Data, list items, edit form is my student list. Save it, close it. So now if I open up the parent form and I want to add a student under Jim Kirk, I can drop this down. I can put Sally Kirk in here. I can close this, and now Sally Kirk will be an option. And there you go. Oh, someone's beaming in. Is it Sally? All right, now, since we got nice list forms, we can add them to our main menu, right? Come over here, design view. You can run through the command button wizard if you want, but let me show how easy this is to do with some VBA, right? I'm just going to copy a button, copy, paste. I'm going to put it down here. This will be my students, right? Give the button a name. Student button. Whoops. Student button. Right click, build event. That'll bring up my code builder. All right, got some empty lines in there. Let me get rid of those. Here's my student button click, right? All it is do command, and I got my caps lock on. Do command, open form, student list F. That's it. Nice and simple. Save it. Make a button for the parents. Right there. Parents. Parent. Button. Right click, build event. Do command, open form, parent, list F. Save it. Close it. close it, open it. I got a button on my quick launch toolbar to open my main menu. I covered that in the blank template video. There's my students. There's my parents. Want to make it so you can open up the other form from these ones? Watch this. Nice and easy. Design view. We'll make it so the parent ID, right? We'll make that blue. Which blue do we pick? That blue there. Good enough. Event. On double click. Right here. Right there. There we go. Do command. Open form. Which one is it? The parent F, comma, 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 where the parent ID equals the parent ID on this form. Save it, close it, open up parents, double click on bones, and there's bones. All right, slide it over here a little bit, maybe. See? Do the same thing with the student form. There's my list of students. Right click, design view. Let's make it blue. Stay consistent with your colors. Event. On double click. Do command. Open form. Student F. Comma, comma, comma. Chameleon. See, I know it's goofy and I make the comma chameleon joke, but you'll remember that. How many commas are there? 2, 3? Oh, it's comma, comma, comma. Okay. Actually, I think in the song there's 4. Comma, 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 comma. There's 5. Comma, 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 chameleon. All right, there's 5 in the song. There's 3 here. Comma, comma, comma. Just remember that. Student ID equals, yes, I used to love Culture Club back in high school, equals student ID. There we go. Save it. Throw in a debug compile. Time for some cough syrup. This is getting rough. There we go. Joe McCoy. Take me to Bones. Okay. Take me to Jocelyn. See? Now, we got navigation all over our database. Here's our main menu. I can go to the students. I can go to Peter. I can go to Montgomery Scott. See? I'm going everywhere. Forgot to put the phone number in here, didn't we? Right? Add existing fields. Phone number. Drop it right there. Right click. Or not right click. Format paint. Just like that. See? This stuff ain't hard, folks. This takes practice. You just got to practice with me. Watch my daily video. Practice the stuff I'm doing. Take my courses. I got lots of courses on my website. Lots of cool stuff. Oh, we didn't make a button for our call sheet. Design view. Sometimes you got to make your menu bigger. Make your menu bigger. Just slide this guy down, right? Slide that down. Copy, paste. We need a call sheet. Right? Call sheet. The emergency phone number stuff. That's this thing. Student, parent, phone, whatever. Right? Right click. Build event. Do command. Open report. What's the report name? Student, parent, phone, R, comma. How do you want to see it? I want AC view preview. That's it. Okay? See? One line. For those of you who are not programmers, you don't have to be. You just need to know a handful of commands, really. There's probably 5 or 6 commands you'll use all the time, and that's about it. Okay? Call sheet. Boom, there it is, and you print it. Or if you want it to go right to the printer, you can. Speaking of making a call sheet, what happens when it comes time to send report cards home, right? You got all these parents with their students, right? Let's take a student here. You got a student like Bobby Kirk. All right, he's got 3 people on his emergency call sheet, but maybe only Jim Kirk needs to get a copy of his report card. You don't want to send it to everybody. You want these people there so you got their phone numbers in case of an emergency, but you might only want to send a mail to 1 or 2 of these people. So in tomorrow's video, what are we up to, part 8? We'll put people on a mailing list. Who's on the mailing list? All right, Jim Kirk's on the mailing list, so he gets a copy of Bobby's report card, but Carol and Mr. Spock don't need it. And then we'll make a query and a report so we can send out just the mailings to the people that need them, right? We'll do maybe mailing labels or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I haven't done it yet. All right, now in the extended cut, again, I'm going to show you how to return that new item added to the list items edit form back to the combo box that the user picked. All right, so as soon as you pick it, boom, it's going to go right back there. Okay, and again, there's also the list items edit, or the on not in list event that I cover in Developer 35. That's a lot more advanced, though. This isn't too hard. As a reminder, Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut videos. Not just this one, all of them. There's lots of them. And Gold members can download these databases. And you all get free classes. So, woohoo! But that's going to be your Tech Help video for today. I hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow for part 8, and we'll do those little mailing list things. Those little thingies. All right, take care. A special thank you and shout out to our diamond sponsor, Juan Soto with Access Experts Software Solutions. They're manufacturing experts specializing in Microsoft Access and SQL Server. Juan is a 13-time Microsoft Access MVP. Check him out at accessexperts.com. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have below. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. Click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Want to learn more? Click the Show More link below the video to find additional resources and links. YouTube does a pretty good job of hiding it. It's right down there. See this part of the description here, right? The name, the video's up here. There's a little Show More down there, right down the bottom. It's kind of hard to find. But once you click on that, you'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. And YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted like they used to do. But if you'd like to get an email every time I post a new video, click on the link to join my mailing list. And you can pick how frequently to get emails from me, either as they happen, daily, weekly, or monthly. Now, if you'd like to become a paid member of my channel and receive all kinds of awesome perks, click on the Join button. You'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks, including my extended cut videos, access to my code vault, lots of VBA source code in there, template downloads, and lots more. I'll talk more about these perks at the end of the video. Even if you don't want to commit to becoming a paid member and you'd like to help support my work, please feel free to click on the tip jar link. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got some puppies to feed. But don't worry, no matter what, these free Tech Help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. Now, if you really want to learn Access, and you haven't tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, and more. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? The whole thing, free, 4 hours. Go watch it. And okay, a lot of you have told me that you don't have time to sit through a 4-hour course. So I do now have a quicker Microsoft Access for Beginners video that covers all the basics faster in about 30 minutes. And no, I didn't just put the video on fast forward. But I'll put a link to this down below as well. Now, if you like level 1, level 2 is just $1. That's it, $1. And that's another whole 90-minute course. Level 2 is also free for paid members of any level, including supporters. So if you're a member, go watch level 2. It's free. Okay, want to get your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my Tech Help page and send me your question there. Members get priority, of course. While I do try to read and respond to all of the comments posted below in the comments section, I only have time to go through them briefly a couple of times a month, and sometimes I get thousands of them. So send me your question here on the Tech Help page, and you'll have a better chance of getting it answered. And while you're on my website, be sure to stop by my Access forum. We've got lots of lively conversations about Microsoft Access and other topics. I have a fantastic group of moderators who help me answer questions. Shout out to Alex, Kevin, Scott, Adam, John, Dan, Juan, and everybody else who helps out on the site. I appreciate everything you do. I couldn't do it without you. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but I don't like Facebook. Don't get me started. Now, let's talk more about those member perks if you do decide to join as a paid member. There are different levels: silver, gold, platinum, and Diamond. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut TechHelp videos, one free beginner class every month, and some other perks. Gold members get all the previous perks plus access to download the sample databases that I build in my TechHelp videos, plus access to my code vault where I keep tons of different functions that I use, the code that I build in most of the videos. You'll also get higher priority if you do submit any TechHelp questions. Now, answers are never guaranteed, but you do go higher in the list for me to read them. And if I like your question, you got a good chance of it being answered. You'll also get one free expert level class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks plus even higher priority for TechHelp questions. You get access to all of my full beginner level courses for every subject. And I cover lots of different subjects like Word, Excel, VBA, ASP, lots of different stuff, not just Access. These are the full-length courses found on my website. You get all the beginner ones. In addition, once you finish the expert classes, you get one free developer class per month. So lots of training. And finally, you can also become a Diamond sponsor. You'll have your name or your company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown on each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you again soon.